A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
I'm Shikling.
And we are back with Simon and Lucia. They are at Lucia's uncle's Banda
party.
Banda party. Oh, is that Taiwanese too? Party?
Party.
Party, really?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's a Banda party or a bando party, or as we would call it, a street party. That's right. Her uncle is having a big birthday.
Yay.
They're doing it not in a restaurant, not in a home or somewhere like that, but out in the street. And we imagine that there will be eating of food, cutting and eating of cake, maybe playing of games, and also singing of songs, because no party is complete without a bit of KTV, right? So our warm-up question is about singing as something you like to do, either as a hobby or as a job. Do you like singing? What kind of music do you like to sing or to listen to?
Of course I do love
You're
singing.
a professional singer.
Thank you.
It's kind of a job for you.
Yeah, a little. It gets tiring sometimes.
Oh,
but
poor
so
you.
I love
Famous
it.
pop star. Oh, life is
Don't
so
say
hard.
that. Well,
But you like singing.
I do.
You would do it even if it wasn't your work or anything.
Of course. I've been doing it for 28 years.
Wow, that's a long time. And you're only 27 years old.
Yeah, because
that's amazing.
I started singing when I was in my mom's tummy.
You started to sing before you were born. What's that noise? It's my tummy. And what kind of music do you like to sing when you're not singing your own songs? Because you kind of do a pop kind of singing, right? So if you had to do a different style of singing, not kind of like, pop music, is there anything else that you've been like, ooh, one day I'd really like to do opera, or one day I'd really like to do heavy metal or something? I don't know.
I'm actually a big fan of jazz music.
Ooh, jazz.
But usually without vocals.
No, there's some great jazz vocals.
Yeah, of course. But
Billie Holiday, Ella
I get tired of
Fitzgerald,
vocals
Sarah Vaughan.
sometimes because I listen to every day.
Well, that's kind of a nice thing about jazz, is if you join a jazz group, you could sing a few songs and then you can sit down and relax. They can play a few songs because jazz works really well with both wonderful singing and also just wonderful music. So that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think if you can sing jazz well, then singing pop or R&B, soul, a lot of those things.
Be a piece of cake.
Yeah, wouldn't be too tough. But I'm not sure about heavy metal. All right, that's our little discussion for you guys. And now it's time to get into the party and find out who will sing, what they will sing, and how well they will sing. So let's check it out.
Culture shock!
Simon sings at Uncle's birthday party. Warm-up question. Do you like singing? What kind of music do you like to sing or to listen to? Are you enjoying the party, Simon?
Yes. Thanks for having me. The food was delicious.
Please enjoy yourselves. I expect to see you on the stage later, Simon.
Stage? What for?
To sing, of course. There will be karaoke later, after some guests make their speeches.
I don't want to sing. I'm a terrible singer.
It's too late. Uncle will be sad. Come on, let's listen to the speeches. You can practice your Chinese.
I need a drink. That was so embarrassing.
You did great. Don't you do karaoke in the UK?
Yes, but usually in pubs. and it's voluntary.
Good job, Simon. Cheers.
All right, so we are at the street party. It is going really well, and it seems that the man of the hour, the person we are here to honor and to celebrate, Uncle Lucia's he doesn't have a name. He's just Uncle.
He doesn't.
It's his birthday. It's his party, and now he's going around and he's meeting the guests and, being a good host. So he comes over to Simon and Lucia and he says, "Are you enjoying the party, Simon?" This is a good thing that a host will do. Go around, share a few words, a few thanks with the people who came to your party.
所以 Simon 不是 Simon 的叔叔啦，是 Lucia 的叔叔，他就跑来问 Simon 说，那你还喜欢派对吗？ How do you like the party?
And Simon says, yes, he is enjoying the party, and being a good guest, he thanks the host for inviting him, or as he says it, thanks for having me. All right, thanks for inviting me, thanks for having me, thanks for including me. You could say these kinds of things to just show that you're very happy to be there. And he points out another thing from the party that he really enjoyed. The food was delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, really good 好吃 kind of food. Yes.
So, 我们在英文的口语上面很常说，谢谢你邀请我啊，我们很常说 Thank you for having me. 所以只要有人邀请你到一个活动，你都是可以这样讲的哦。所以 Simon 就说，哇，对啊，我很开心谢谢你邀我来，食物超棒的。
All right. Well, being a busy host, the uncle can't stay there and talk with them too long. So as he leaves, he says, please enjoy yourselves. And he probably points to the table and the drinks, and take whatever you want, enjoy whatever you want, eat, drink, have a good time. And then he says, I expect to see you on the stage later, Simon. What's that all about? He expects to see Simon up on a stage
to
performing,
do some dancing?
Juggling,
Could
magic,
dancing.
tap dancing.
We will see.
know.
好，所以叔叔就说，希望你玩得很开心哦，期待等等看到你上台。
Yeah, now everything up to that, I expect to see you on the stage. That was pretty normal for Simon. The uncle thanks him, makes him feel welcome, says eat, have a good time. But then I expect to see you performing. And we know that Simon doesn't quite understand what that last sentence was all about. Because Simon says, which is a sound that you make when you don't understand what's going on. You're confused. You have no words because you don't know what to say because you don't understand what's going on. Okay. And then we see that Uncle leaves to talk with other guests. So the uncle will not be explaining what he meant by that see you on the stage comment. What's that all about?
Yeah, 所以 Simon 就说其实我好讨厌人家说
What?
I don't like that. I mean, it sounds kind of rude.
Well, but also sometimes you're so shocked you can't come up with anything to say because you just don't understand.
Yeah, true. Sometimes I say that too.
Exactly what's happening. You can say, Anyway, so now the uncle's gone away. Simon probably quickly turns to Lucia and hopes to get more information to understand what this is all about. And then he repeats some of the words that he heard the uncle say. Stage? What for? Why am I going on a stage? Why did the uncle talk about performing in a stage and all that stuff? Lucia explains, to sing, of course. You're expected to go on the stage to sing. Duh, of course, right? This is very clear and obvious to Lucia. She's been to many big bande parties over her life. Simon, though, this is his first one, so this is all news for him. She continues to explain to him there will be karaoke later after some guests make their speeches. Aha! So that is the music part of their evening's entertainment, and Simon is expected to join in. This is news.
Right.
This is news for him.
Right. 所以 Simon 他很吓傻了嘛，他就去台上干嘛然后 Lucia 就说当然是去唱歌啊，我们会有卡拉 OK， 等一下很多宾客讲完话，你就可以上台了。
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not sure that Kala will be okay with Simon. It might be Kala not okay for Simon. We'll find out. But Simon, yeah, he doesn't seem to be okay with the Kala because he says, I don't want to sing. I'm a terrible singer, right? It's not about being shy or like, oh, I'm too good for you people. No, he's just like really bad at singing. Happy birthday to you. You know, and if you sing kind of like that, if you are a terrible singer, as he describes himself, obviously you would be super shy and possibly embarrassed to go up there and sing. And as I said, in Western countries, at a British birthday party, this is not expected. And if you want to do it, you can, but no one would say, okay, it's your turn. Go on, go sing, even though you're terrible.
I think I can imagine like how it is because it's like telling me to go on stage and dance.
Ooh, yes.
I know. It's like, oh my goodness,
Exactly.
I can't do it.
Exactly. That would be, that was a very good, something that you're not comfortable doing. You might do it at home with the door closed and the curtains closed in your bedroom, but to do it in front of a bunch of people you don't know, yeah, that is scary. Well, Lucia, though, she continues and says, it's too late. Uncle will be sad. Oh, I see. He should have said something earlier. Now the uncle expects him to get on stage, and if he doesn't, the uncle will be sad. If I was Simon, I'd say he'll be more sad when I start to sing. And all the wine glasses break, and all the dogs start howling, and the babies start crying. But anyways, yes, the uncle expects him to do this, so he kind of has to. He's feeling pressure, I suppose. But anyways, Lucia's kind of trying to change the subject and, you know, get his mind off being nervous about singing. She says, come on, let's listen to the speeches. You can practice your Chinese. Oh, this is a fun party for him. He gets to sing and embarrass himself and practice Chinese.
情绪勒索。
What a fun party.
所以 Simon 他就说哈，我不想唱歌，我唱歌超难听了。然后 Lucia 就说，但是一切都太迟了，叔叔会哭哭的哦，他会很难过。所以我们先听听宾客讲话吧，你顺便练习一下你的中文吧。
Well, Simon, he's not worried about, he's not worried about having a good time or singing or anything at this point. He's worried about getting a drink. He says, I need a drink. And when he says that, he probably doesn't mean water. He probably means wine or something to give him some courage and to make him forget how embarrassed he's going to feel in about 5 minutes. All right, so we see that several guests give their speeches. Uncle then calls Simon. He sings a song on stage.
End of the world.
But still, good for him for being, we would say he's being a good sport.
Yeah.
It's something he doesn't really want to do, but to keep the mood of the party fun, he's like, okay, I'll do this. It'll be embarrassing, but I don't want to be a spoil sport or a party pooper. I don't want to be a wet blanket. I'll go on the stage and just look silly. So that's what he does.
所以 Simon 就说我是要喝酒。
And as he comes off the stage, his cheeks are red, his forehead is red. He wants to hide inside his shirt and just crawl away as he says, that was so embarrassing.
好尴尬哦，这个 embarrassing 就是形容一件事情很尴
I
尬。
wonder what song he sang.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I don't know. Anyways, but Lucia, she thinks that he actually did quite well. He didn't embarrass himself at all. Or maybe she's just being really polite and he was terrible. She just doesn't want him to feel bad. But anyway, she says, you did great. All right, so well done. You were nervous and worried? No, you were fine. In fact, you were better than fine. You were great. And then she kind of asks, because Simon clearly wasn't used to this. He doesn't do karaoke a lot. So she asks, don't you do karaoke in the UK? Or you could also say, don't you have karaoke in the UK?
Yeah, 所以 Lucia 就说不会啊，你表现得很好，你们英国都不唱 K 的哟。
And Simon says, yes, but, and this is important, yes, but usually in pubs and it's voluntary. So usually you do it somewhere where you're drinking a few drinks, you're having a good time, you feel loose, you're not so worried about being embarrassed. And most importantly, and very different from this party, it's voluntary. You put up your hand and you say, I'd like to do it. No one says, it's your turn. You must do it. So that's good for the people who are embarrassed and also good for the people who sing really well.
对，所以 Simon 就说，当然啊，我们在英国也是会唱 K， 只是都是在酒吧，而且都是自愿，不是像我这样被半强迫的吧。
But as we saw, Simon was being a good sport and he kept the mood, the fun mood of the party going. And the uncle appreciates that. Uncle, in fact, comes back and says, "Good job, Simon! Cheers!" And you can imagine them clinking their glasses together. The uncle is basically kind of saying, "Thanks for doing that. That was a lot of fun. You're a good guy, Simon. Here, have some 高粱."
高粱。
Yeah, or whatever they're having. Anyway, it sounds like he did very well. He was embarrassed, but he went with the mood of the party, and he wasn't so bad. Good for him.
所以叔叔就说太棒了啦，你表现得真好 Simon 我们干杯吧，这个 cheers 就是干杯的意思。那我们接下来赶快看一下今天所有的单字吧。Simon 觉得食物很好吃嘛，所以他就使用了 delicious 这一个字，所以你也可以说 Thank you for the cake, it was so delicious. 谢谢你的蛋糕，超级好吃的。那它的名词呢，就是 delicacy， 指的就是美食佳肴的意思。那我们再看另外一个句子 Paulina ate a delicious piece of chocolate cake after dinner. Paulina 呢，在晚餐之后吃了一块美味的巧克力蛋糕。那在宴会中呢，有一些宾客到台上演讲嘛，我们这边用到的字是 guest。那平常如果有访客到家里，也是这个字哦。那宾客名单呢，英文就是 guest list。比如说 I'm afraid I can't let you in.I don't see your name on the guest list. 我恐怕不能让你进来，因为我在宾客名单上面没有看到你的名字。那如果是电视节目的嘉宾，也是可以使用这个字。那我们再看另外一个句子 My grandmother had 120 guests at her 90th birthday party. 我奶奶呢，90岁的寿宴上有120位的宾客。那我们刚刚看到演讲这个字是 speech， 那它就是演说或演讲，所以如果要去做一个演讲，英文就是 to give or to make a speech。比如说 she'd rather die than give a speech， 她宁愿死也不愿发表演讲。那么 speech 这一个字呢，它本身也有说话或者是说话能力的意思。比如说 we express our thoughts by speech， 我们通过言语来表达我们的想法。那我们再看另外一个句子Allison needs to give a speech in front of her English class next week. Allison 下周英文课的时候呢，要在全班面前演讲。所以呢 Lucia 就说好啦，他就叫 Simon 过来听演讲，顺便练习他的中文嘛。这边的练习就是 practice。那我们后面可以加一个名词或者是 VING。所以比如说 How often do you practice violin? 你多久去练习一次小提琴呢？又或者是呢 Polly's written Spanish is good, but she needs to practice speaking it.所以这边的 practice 你也可以当名词哦。那我们再看一下，如果当名词的时候，我们如果去运动，像是足球的练习，就可以说 soccer practice。比如说 I wish I could go to the movies with you, but I have soccer practice this afternoon. 那我们再看另外一个句子，我们这边当动词哦。I want my cooking to get better, so I practice by making dinner. 我希望我越来越会煮饭，所以我都借由做晚餐来练习。那我们先赶快进到今天的 Magic Box。Magic
Box。Hello， 大家好，我是 Casey， 欢迎来到今天的 Magic Box。这2天的课文呢，我们看到 Simon 第一次参加台式的板斗，不知道大家有没有学会用英文来描述台湾这种特殊的文化了呢？那今天的课文中啊，其实我们还看到了很多日常实用句哦，以下我们就来整理一下吧。首先呢 ，Simon 他在 Uncle 问他说有没有享受这个派对的时候，他就这么回答 ：“Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me。”这个句子的意思呢，就是谢谢你邀请我来。可以用的场合其实很多哦，像是如果你受邀参加任何的派对啊，或是演讲，或是出席任何活动，你都可以跟主办方这样说，那就表示你很开心可以被邀请过来这样的意思。那我们也可以用 Thanks for inviting me， 这谢谢你邀请我来替换哦。再来呢，这个 Uncle 他其实也说了 Please enjoy yourself。这句话呢，如果你今天是派对的主人的话，那你就可以学起来哦。意思呢，就是要宾客们玩得开心这样的意思。像是呢，我邀请朋友来我家做客，我也可以跟他们说 Enjoy yourself。这边的 enjoy oneself 就是说法呢，其实就是指某人玩得愉快哦。那我们也可以造一个例句，像是 Gina enjoyed herself at the party。Gina 在这个派对上玩得很开心。 甚至呢，我如果要朋友说你可以很自在把这边当自己家，那我就可以跟他们说 make yourself at home， 就是把这边当自己家的意思哦。那最后呢，我们就看到即将上台的 Simon， 他就很错愕的说 Stage what for？ 为什么要上台啊？是为了什么？那这边的 what for 也是口语上很常会说的话哦，它指的就是这是为了什么目的要这么做呢？这样的意思。那你就可以用来询问目的啊，或者是做一件事情的理由。比方说呢，我朋友跟我说 I have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow， 明天早上我5点就要起床了。那我就可以问他说 What for？ 你这么做是为了什么呢？好啦，那以上整理今天课文的几个重点，我们就下次见喽，拜拜。
Review time.
Okay, we have a little bit of a time for our final activity. We're going to look at the words that we learned today, play a small game to try to remember them, and you're going to be playing the game. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the game we will play will be opposites.
Okay.
I will tell you a word, and it has basically the opposite meaning of one of the words that we have here today. So if I said cold, you would say hot. If I said cheap, you would say
expensive.
Yeah, that's the idea. All right, let's see. Play a game.
Play a game.
Play in the big game.
So before that, you have to practice.
Right, practice is just for fun. Playing in the big game is serious. So that's definitely not practice. Ooh, let's see this one. A song.
A song. Okay, so you sing it with melodies. So it's a speech.
Right, a speech would be just talking words. A song would be singing with music. So it's not quite the opposite, but it's very different.
Yeah.
You would never see Joe Biden giving an important song in front of the United Nations. That would be interesting, though.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to watch Beyonce give a speech. Just she can sing and he can do the speech. All right, let's see another one. Ooh, yucky.
Yucky, delicious.
Delicious is the opposite of yucky or gross or disgusting. And okay, the final one, host.
Host. So I'm the host, you're the guest.
That's right. If you're the host, it's your party and I come as the guest. But you're the boss of the party. I'm there just to have fun. All right, and we hope you guys had lots of fun joining us today and yesterday for that very interesting trip to a bande pâté.
Pâté.
There you go. All right, guys, take care, be well, have a lot of good times, and watch out for cars during those street parties.
Yeah.
They're dangerous. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Culture shock.
Simon sings at Uncle's birthday party. Warm-up question. Do you like singing? What kind of music do you like to sing or to listen to? Are you enjoying the party, Simon?
Yes, thanks for having me. The food was delicious.
Please enjoy yourselves. I expect to see you on the stage later, Simon.
Stage? What for?
To sing, of course. There will be karaoke later, after some guests make their speeches.
I don't want to sing. I'm a terrible singer.
It's too late. Uncle will be sad. Come on, let's listen to the speeches. You can practice your Chinese.
I need a drink. That was so embarrassing.
You did great. Don't you do karaoke in the UK?
Yes, but usually in pubs. And it's voluntary.
Good job, Simon. Cheers.
Word power. Delicious. Delicious. Paulina ate a delicious piece of chocolate cake after dinner. Paulina ate a delicious piece of chocolate cake after dinner. Guest. Guest. My grandmother had 120 guests at her 90th birthday party. My grandmother had 120 guests at her 90th birthday party. Speech. Speech. Allison needs to give a speech in front of her English class next week. Allison needs to give a speech in front of her English class next week. Practice. Practice. I want my cooking to get better, so I practice by making dinner. I want my cooking to get better, so I practice by making dinner.
认识字汇
Stage. Stage. Karaoke. Karaoke. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Pub. Pub. Voluntary. Voluntary. Cheers. Cheers.